Morning, Eco Gypsy here. Definite change in the weather the last few days. It's suddenly temperatures dropped. We've got a lot of rain in at the minute, blowing in from the east, so it's time just to crack on really. Get this workshop watertight. I'm not too worried about all the fancy stuff yet, like the gutters and things like that. I just want to get the walls down that side done, start getting the floor in so we've got a dry usable space. I'm also going to put the tilts up around the veranda today, get that sort of watertight and windproof for the winter. Got a couple of boys coming up to help me, so hopefully there'll be a bit of progress today. Put these two blanks in since the last video, so it's most of the front of the workshop sort of fairly much enclosed, and probably 2/3 of that side's done. So there's not too much to do, just to get it watertight and usable. Once it's done, once the outside's watertight, I'm not too fussed about all the interior stuff. But we're just going to keep you updated today, and hopefully we'll get a bit of progress. Okay, keep watching. So we've got these tarps to go back up on the veranda just to keep us watertight and windproof for the winter. A friend of mine makes these. They're quite cool, out of old lorry side. You're not quite as vertically challenged as I am. Come down. Come down, please. You do that on there.
It turns all right when it's not on.
Hang on. It's a bit of a double benefit really, having these tilts, because it just allows us to store stuff on the veranda without it getting soaking wet in the winter, and obviously keeps the weather out. Although it's a bit like sleeping in a tent at night. You can probably hear the wind getting up now. That's the end, marks the end of the summer really. The tilts all up, so that's another little job done. Right, on to the workshop. Got a bit of a problem. When I done the frame the other day, we got the gap, so we're going to have to nip a little bit out of here because the roof's now coming up and the water's sitting on the roof, so I have to do a little bit of chainsaw adjustment. Let me just nip that edge off. Maybe I'm turning into a tradesman. So explain what's happening, what we've got to do. We've got to take this cross member out because it's like a bloody banana, and I'm going to put a new cross member in, which should take the little bow out of the roof and stop it leaking. Bit of a setback. Yeah? 303. 303, that's the road to Stonehenge, that is. 303? Yeah. So we're really going to be really careful about this and delicate, and get some of these noggins out. That's that one out. That's them out.
Nice and delicate.
Delicate. If you had a bad day, which this is starting to turn into, this is the way forward, isn't it? Stress relief. Right, let's see if this will just gently ease off these end sections. Do you think this one's going to hit me on the head?
Been out the way.
A floor would help, wouldn't it? Oh. Right. Just a little bit short on the reach.
Right, there's a nail there.
Back it out.
There. Take it past. That's it, it's past that little noggin.
Ready?
Yeah. Not a good place to
There you go. That's gentle. That's out of there.
Yeah.
If anyone's going to hurt themselves, can they please make sure it's on camera, because we can have like the gypsy blooper reel. That's what we can have.
It's going to be you, isn't it?
Well, yeah, probably.
Takes a lot to beat that one you slipped on the.
This has worked. If it doesn't, it's going to be Lev's fault. So we're making very little progress today. We've got Woody up this end putting some doors on. We've replaced this cross section in here because you can see where there was a dip in the roof and the water was laying there. And we're now just adjusting the front elevation so we can get the water to run off. So it's a bit of 6 one, half dozen the other at the minute. We're making rapid backward progress, I think is the word. So managed to get pedestrian door in and a bit more glass in the end, and we've got some double doors in this end. The rest of the day, to be honest, has been spent arsing around on the roof, getting the roof levels right, because apparently water goes uphill in Sea Pauling, so that's took up most of the day. 2 men messing around, jacking and putting shims in and trying to get the fall right. It's all done now, but it's just been one of those days where sort of done 2 steps forward and 1 step back. So tomorrow's another day, we'll get some more done. Anyway, hopefully that'll amuse the people who are watching today. It didn't amuse me much, but that's one of them days. So I'm going to go in and have a beer. So thanks for watching, and catch you on the next video. Take care.